Now, there's something very strange happening today. It's almost worth the Ghostbusters song. There's something strange in the neighborhood. And for most people who know me well, there's something strange in the neighborhood is the fact I'm wearing closed shoes and long pants. That's how cold it is. Closed shoes and long pants, which I do not do very often. It is unpleasantly cold. It has to be for me to put on long pants. And socks, yes, Carol. I don't wear socks often either. So I'm even wearing socks. I don't want my toes to get cold. There we go. Now, hey, do you want to see something funny about these socks? Now, these socks tells you how often I wear socks and how many pairs of socks I have. Okay, wait. I think there should still be a name tag from boarding school. These are my boarding school socks. Well, they might have been my brother's. I might have stolen them from my brother. Yes, I stole them from my brother. So there we go. There's a name tag from boarding school. Leo Smith Dillon, my little brother, 418. My laundry number was 462. I still remember that. So if your clothes did not have a name tag at boarding school like this, they didn't get washed.
Is that boarding school or jail?
Boarding school. Jail, same thing, Sebastian. Same thing. Well, actually, you never know. This sock might be one of mine. This sock might be one of mine, not one of my brother's. Who has socks this long in this day and age, apart from Senzo, of course? Now let's have a look. There we go. Check. That one's me. Leo Smith B, 462. So I've got one of my brother's socks and I've got one of my socks. So yes, that is how unusual it is for me to wear socks. So at boarding school we used to have to wear these. We used to fold them over like this, and we used to have to wear a garter inside to make sure they didn't fall down. And if my leg was getting tight, if they fell down, the prefix. Actually, I'll give you a South African all boys boarding school prefect impression. Let me unclip. So I would be walking off to class, carrying my books, being very, very happy with life in general, as I normally am. And my sock, all by itself, because I used to lose garters, would start falling down, and it would be about there. And off I would go to class, and I'd get, Leo Smith! What is happening with your socks? This is unacceptable. And I'd be like, sorry, what? My sock is falling down. I didn't realize that the world was about to collapse. All boys boarding schools are full of the most absolutely ridiculous rules. And then generally, if your sock was falling down like that, what would happen to you is you would get punished. And we used to get a horrible punishment called showings. Now, showings basically meant that you had to 8 times a day present yourself in front of a prefect in your uniform, and if there was a speck of dirt or a mark or a hole or a rip or a tear in your clothes, you would fail. And if you had to do it 8 times a day, and basically it worked out because of class and etc. If you failed twice, you have to do it again. And if you failed, then you would get punished even more, because your showings would turn into reverse showings. And reverse showings meant, so our normal school uniform during the day was a khaki shirt, khaki shorts, ridiculous long socks, and shoes. But reverse showings means you had to wear your number ones. And your number ones was white shirt, tie, grey pants, black shoes, and a blazer. So reverse showings meant that during the time of the day that you were supposed to be wearing your shirt, shorts, and your khaki shirt and shorts, you would now all of a sudden have to run and change into your number ones, which is your blazer, tie, grey pants, black. And then when you're supposed to wear your number ones, which we used to have to wear every night for dinner, etc., we had to wear a tie and jacket and whatnot for dinner every night, and you'd have to show after dinner time, etc. You would have to then change out of your number ones and put your car keys back on. Boarding schools and all boys boarding schools have some ridiculous rules that unfortunately still to this day have not moved back into the 18th century where they belong. Kristen said, did I go to Hogwarts? No, Kristen, I went to quite a fancy school in South Africa called Hilton College. Now, of course, James Henry also went to one of those types of schools, but he likes putting on a tie.